All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. How much you weighing these days?
Oh, a lot.
Less than Chuck.
No,
May 15th, it's going down.
Pass the
I
chair.
can't wait.
It's going down.
We've got highlights of a five-game night.
Hold on. If you beat me, I'll drink a shot of Kool-Aid off your hairy chest. Right there.
On fire.
On fire.
All right.
On national TV, all right?
What's next, Ernie? Monica's in the house!
Cannot wait for the playoffs to get here. Shaq in mid-season form or some type of form. That three-word.
Is that been the name of love?
That was just moments ago. Inside comes your way moments from now.
Wait, we not starting?
That was a bridge,
spin.
man.
See that spin?
What was that first thing we did?
That was a tease.
You guys are killing me, Petey. Teases, bridges.
If you're an NBA fan, it is the only way to wrap up the night. Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And we've got the lapel pins on. You see the display there as well. The month of April, Autism Awareness Month. And we welcome you to Inside the NBA,
awesome.
presented by Hyundai.
You know, Ernie, let me say this about the NBA and professional sports in general. Man, these guys do so much. You know, you're doing the autism thing night. We did the green thing last week. You know, they build the playgrounds and things.
Yep.
You know, we do so much, not myself, we do so much great stuff in sports. And unfortunately, in the 24-hour news cycle, everything is all negative. And I give them a shout out to the NBA and all jocks across the country in all sports who do great stuff.
And the NBA Cares program is awesome. So a well-deserved nod to those folks. We have got a five-game night. We've got three games in the Western Conference, and we're going to get to those right now.
We showed this one?
Oh, Grizzlies and Spurs.
Oh, this
not
on
here.
I tell you what, man, you don't want those Grizzlies in the playoff, folks.
I don't want those Spurs either.
No, that's what I would say.
Because that guy gets to the rim.
Yes, he does.
Who's that?
Tiago Splitter.
27-21 Spurs after one. Grizzlies put a little 13-0 run on them in the second period.
Pass out the double team. That's going to be the difference. Mike Conley knocking down shots, because if you had to leave one player on that team, that's the guy. So when the playoffs come, he better be ready.
Tell you what, it's going to be, the Western Conference playoffs are going to be, as Kenny would say, bananas.
that is what Kenny would say. Marc Gasol knocks down the jumper, 47-38. And then a couple of big buckets late by Boris Diaw to cut the gap.
I tell you what, man, Boris Diaw and Steven Jackson, I think that might be the difference in the Western Conference this year.
Tim Duncan.
That's baby fundamentals.
A 37-25 third quarter as San Antonio outscores
Hurts me to say this.
Memphis.
Hurts me to say this. The greatest power forward ever is Tim Duncan.
Matt Bonner.
Matt Bonner, one of the best shooters in the league, too.
Kenny, is it me or is Duncan and Garnett getting their legs back?
Yeah. No, it's you.
No, they are. This part of the season, they've rested on purpose, for sure.
Pop has done a good job.
Boston, he got him playing the 5 now, so that's the better matchup for him. But the Spurs only going to go as far as...
Good pass.
Give it back to him. That guy right there is going to be the difference in the Spurs. Tony Parker's been fantastic all season.
107-97 is
28-12. Leg back.
He is.
Hold off the Memphis Grizzlies, who had a furious fourth quarter run, pulled to within a couple, but it's San Antonio that wins it by 10. The Spurs have won 12 of their last 14 as they snap that 2-game losing streak, and Memphis has their 4-game winning streak snapped. And you see the numbers in the second half between Ginobili.
Do you really count the streak snapped if they don't play Parkland, Ginobili, and Duncan?
Twice it's happened this season when they had 11-game winning streaks and then sat those guys down. No telling how long those winning streaks.
You know what? Wasn't that awesome when Pop put down on Tim Duncan? Yeah, that was awesome.
And so it's paying off for him. He's tried to rest those guys, and San Antonio rolling at 41-16. We'll take a look at the standings after we look at all the highlights from this Wednesday.
The best power forward in the world can't take a punch.
It was an elbow to the temple for Kevin Love.
Could have counted to 27. Could have counted to 42. That's his number.
So he could not play tonight.
I'm just kidding because I care, Kevin.
At home against the Clippers. You have a very strange way of showing.
Oh, come on, man. Kevin don't
take like you.
I told him he's the best power forward in the world. What more he won't?
Chris Paul.
This is an easy dunk, isn't it?
Griffin.
Well, Mama, what happened was...
Meantime, J.J. Barea.
Skating through the lane. J.J. Barea.
Oh, baby!
Yes, it was.
Barea again.
Barea.
Give it to him.
Anthony Randolph. Barea, double-double in the first half, 10 points, 10 assists. And then this. He took a shot.
Great shot from Chris Paul.
Can't take punches.
8 stitches. 8 stitches.
He had 8 stitches on that?
Yes, he did.
Wow. I've been kissed harder than that.
Oh, don't tell about your love life.
Who, Kenny?
You don't want to know about your love life.
Michael Beasley for 2. He had 14 off the bench. Minnesota 48-47. Blake Griffin. No missing that one.
Way to fake it out.
Good pass. He traveled, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Just before he did, he dished to Randy Foye for the 3. How about the rookie Malcolm Lee?
Don't leave him open.
Year, only his 14.
You better not leave him open. Well, that's y'all because y'all don't put the Timberwolves on TV, Ernest. It's your fault.
They were talking about in the highlights.
Oh, let's see if he missed this dunk.
No.
Okay.
Paul.
He's spinning out. He's going to spin out. I would have told you, don't push him, Randolph. He's going to spin out.
The Clippers put it away with a 22-14 fourth quarter.
Fighting.
Yes, sir. Kmart. And the L.A. Clippers, 36-23, as they hand Minnesota its 8th straight loss. Timberwolves have lost their last 4 at home.
Wow.
Clippers really take care of the ball, too. They're number 3 in the league in turnovers. Only had 11 tonight.
Tell you what, they better get out of that 4th spot against Memphis at 5, though.
95-82. The game you saw here on TNT, Game 2 of our double dip, Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. And Dirk Nowitzki.
He can shoot it. Try. That's German for 3.
Oh, is it really?
I used to live in Germany.
I used to live in Germany.
You probably played in German league, too.
I sure did.
See?
Brandon Wright's giving him some
good I was a first-team German All-American.
Isn't he? You like Brandon Wright?
I do like Brandon.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Wright's a pretty good young player, finally getting an opportunity to get a playing time on this team.
Well, you need to put some of Mark Cuban's money in his back pocket, or either get in the weight room, one or two, need to get heavier.
David Lee working the offensive glass for the Dubs. And then Roddy Beaubois.
Good pass, good dunk.
Beaubois. Jason Kidd. My second favorite point guard ever.
Besides?
First, Gary Payton. I'd have to agree with that.
It was a 63-49 game at the half. Golden State makes a run in the third quarter.
Hey, man, they better America, this kid right here, Klay Thompson, can flat out shoot it.
Good pass, Nate.
Brandon Rush with
something you don't see often.
Klay Thompson's got a great-looking shot.
Man, let me tell you something. That boy can flat out shoot it. Now, somebody said he was up for Rookie of the Year. They can go over and ship that thing to Cleveland.
Yeah, I think so. It's a 10-point game going to the fourth quarter.
Now, see, that's neat. That's my hate right there. Instant offense.
Cuts it to 3. But the Jet.
The original Jet.
No, the original was Chet the Jet.
Chet the Jet Walker. But he was by game.
And there is Dirk with the lay, 101-90.
Jason Eugene. Terry over there.
Jason Kidd. Nearly had a triple-double, 9 points.
Love Jason Kidd. You know he wanted to go home and play well.
And they win it 112-103. A couple of wins in a row. They're 33-26. Golden State has lost 10 out of 12. And they fall tonight at home by 9. Now, let us talk about these Western Conference standings. Keep in mind, in the Oklahoma City San Antonio scenario, that the Spurs have the tiebreaker over the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are tied in the loss column with 16 each. Lakers maintaining their one-game lead on the loss side over the Clippers for the Pacific Division lead. Memphis right there with 24 losses now. Dallas in the 6-hole. Houston trying to hang on to the final playoff spot over Utah and Phoenix. What were you saying about Oklahoma City and winning the West, Chuckster?
I think they really need, from a psychological standpoint, I think they need to have the #1 seed because they've had it pretty much all season. I think just from a confidence standpoint, they need to have the best record in the West. I think it would deflate them if they drop to that #2 spot.
They have 8 games left, 3 at home, 5 on the road. San Antonio's got 9 left, 4 home, 5 road. Here's the Thunder schedule. Home against the Kings tomorrow night.
Oh, that's a win.
Saturday at Minnesota.
That's a win.
Monday at the Clippers.
That's a toss-up.
A toss-up. Wednesday at Phoenix.
That's a win.
Friday at Sacramento.
That's a win.
Sunday at the Lakers.
That's a loss.
Tuesday against Sacramento at home.
Wow, they played Sacramento 3 times the last week?
Yes, sir.
That's another win.
And then they finish out at home against Denver.
That's a loss because the guy's going to be resting.
Well, they can't rest. They can't rest. They can't rest.
Well, see, I don't know if it affects them as much, you said, psychologically, because that 2 seed, San Antonio possibly, we don't know if they can be NBA champions or lose in the first round. So if that #2 seed loses, then if that #1 seed rather loses, San Antonio, then they will have home court for the rest of the.
But if you look at it, it's a lot easier to play Houston than it is Denver.
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
What?
If they don't get the #1 seed,
not
I don't
easier
think
to play
it'll affect them
Houston.
that much.
Houston plays very hard.
I would rather play the Houston Rockets than the Denver Nuggets.
The thing about it, though, even if you're trying to position that way, who knows who's going to be 6, 7, 8? Dallas, Houston, Denver, all tied on the
No, but I was just making the point.
If the only team I wouldn't want to play in the first round at 8 or 7 would be Dallas. Because they're the champs.
But I'm saying,
I would. But I'm saying Denver to me, I wouldn't. I don't think Denver is that much better than Houston.
Well, they got a terrific coach in George Karl. They're one of the deeper teams in the NBA. I would not. I wouldn't want to play Denver. I'd rather.
I wouldn't want to play Houston with Kyle Lowry, the way he's playing. He's a pit bull. And Dragic is playing great.
Man,
you got that inside interior. You got Marcus Camby playing well with Houston.
Wow. So I guess nobody wants to play anybody in the Western Conference, Shaq.
Well, Oklahoma City is a great road team, so even if they don't get the #1 spot, I think they'll be fine. 18-10 on the road.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, they need the home court. To me, they're a young team. I think they want to have the best record in the West from a psychological standpoint, in my opinion.
Where do y'all reckon we're going to be for the Western Conference Finals?
Man, Ernie, we got no chance of telling you that now because the matchups.
Everything is very fluid.
It's very fluid because Oklahoma City does not want to play the Memphis Grizzlies. I can promise you that. They don't. That's just a bad matchup for them.
So everything has been a bad matchup for Oklahoma City. So you don't think? By saying that, there are so many bad matchups for them, you don't think that they will be in the Western Conference Final?
I do not. I don't like it. But I got basketball reasons. I have nothing because I pull for Scott Brooks and Maurice Cheeks.
Okay.
I hate their half-court offense. I watched them play twice in the last week where they lost. And their offense, when the game slows down, they get a ball to Kevin Durant. He dribbles, and shoots a 75-footer from top of the key. And I don't think that's that's not a good. I know. No, I'm just saying.
Watching that game
75 feet.
I do not. When you top of the key, they're half court or Westbrook.
I get what you're saying.
Russell Westbrook.
What he means is from the top of the other key.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They've beaten them 3 out of 4, by the way.
I know, but
they've beaten Memphis 3 out of 4 this season.
But he takes, he dribble, and takes a 90-footer from inside the paint.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this discussion has run its course.
Shaq, he said a 75-footer from the top of the key.
I was being facetious.
I see you were. You were very facetious.
And doing a very good job.
If that means silly, then that's what you was being.
Back with more in a minute as Inside the NBA rolls on. Carlos Boozer, great team win. Shout out to all the fans showing out tonight, and we're going to show you the highlights of that game.